Whirlwind of tooth and claw, evolved through time without a flaw, it rises through the planet's crust, grinding earth and bone to dust. The Vigilator Splinter, draykh-nahka set, Untamed class, legendary multi-striker size. Vigilators' full sizes are entirely unknown, since they are always mostly concealed by sand. In the Mount Mox tournaments, they bring sand with them when summoned, the same way that a sea monster brings water. Everyone knows they are huge, but no one has any idea how deep they go beneath the surface, nor that their roots connect with the core of the planet. Lifespan: for the last several hundred years, the Vigilator has always kept far beneath the sand's surface, except for when easy prey wanders by. Recently, however, with the discoveries of the many and varied untamed prophecies, the Vigilators have become restless. They have towered out of the sand on many recent occasions, sometimes snatching birds from the sky with their mouth heads. They have even been spotted squirming through the Centrum forest, where apparently they have also learned how to burrow up through the ground. Vigilators have been killed before, but before the body can be recovered, it is always resorbed into the planet. For this reason, biological scholars believe that the Vigilator is actually a single beast, too huge to imagine, that merely sometimes shows us the tips of some of its fingers. Habitat: when it is spotted above ground, the Vigilator lives mainly in the sands of draykh-nahka, but many people throughout the Splinterlands are starting to wonder if it is truly limited to these grounds. The truth is that the monster rests hundreds of miles below the surface, in a place called the Stripe, and when it is seen by the Splinterlands, it has come a long way to get there. Perhaps the sand is just the softest, easiest place for the Vigilator to push through and explore the surface of the planet. Perhaps it is only a matter of time before Vigilator arms are spotted near your home. Weapon: the Vigilator is the most fearsome natural predator in the Splinterlands. It has so many forms of attack that they cannot all be defined or named. The core or trunk of the Vigilator is where it keeps its main mouth, from which spike projectiles are released, seemingly as often as the beast likes. These are called teeth, even though the Vigilator hardly ever chews with them. Additional mouths are situated at the ends of long, rope-like necks that resemble the vines of some jungle plant. Those vine mouths can snatch and grab with lightning speed, and each of them seems to make its own decisions. Sometimes, when the Vigilator deems it necessary, it also reveals a frighteningly massive stinger that looks like that of a scorpion. Do not stand off against a Vigilator unless you have at least 10 arms and a minimum of 8 strong swords. Diet: the Vigilator eats what it can find, but it especially enjoys the meat of kobolds, who it devours especially loudly. This is why in the inward beaches between the oasis and the sands, there are certain areas that are designated as kobold-free zones. Kobolds are not allowed in these places, but it is for their own safety, for the Vigilator can smell a kobold a mile through the ground. Allies: wild lightning dragons have often been. You can read full post on Cryptophans News, link available in text below.